He's sick. We need to take him to the doctor.
Junior, we don't have that kind of money. I'm sorry.
I can pay you back. I can get a job.
It'll cost hundreds of dollars. We don't have that.
Junior, carry Oscar outside now.
No.
He is suffering. We need to help him.
You can't do that. No.
I wanted to punch my dad in the face. I wanted to kick him in the balls and make him pass out, but I couldn't. He looked down at me with the saddest look in his eyes. He was crying. He was weak. I wanted to hate my mom and dad for our poverty. I wanted to blame them for all my sick dog and all the other sickness in the world. It sucks to be poor. Poverty doesn't give you strength or teach you lessons about perseverance or anything like poverty. Poverty only teaches you how to be poor.
I'm sorry, Oscar.
This scene takes place at the very beginning of the novel. After Oscar is shot, Junior falls into depression. He's very weak. He feels that Oscar was his only friend, and that now he has nothing. He resents his father for killing Oscar. He's not able to see the big picture, and that this was a good decision. This shows that at the beginning of the novel, Junior is very weak and lonely. He doesn't have any friends, and this demonstrates that. In the beginning, he depended on other people to make him happy, rather than making himself happy.
Junior, you have to leave this reservation.
I'm going to Spokane later with my dad.
No, you have to leave this reservation forever.
What do you mean?
You were right to throw that book at me. I deserve to get smashed in the face for what I've done to Indians. Every white person on this res should get smashed in the face. But let me tell you this, all the Indians should get smashed in the face too. The only thing you kids are being taught is how to give up. Your friend, Rowdy, he's given up. And that's why he likes to hurt people. He wants them to feel as bad as he does. All these kids have given up. All your friends, all the bullies, and their mothers have given up. And their grandparents gave up, and their grandparents before them gave up too. And me and every other teacher here, we're all defeated, but not you. You can't give up. You won't give up. You threw that book at me because somewhere inside you refuse to give up. If you stay on this res, I'm going to kill you. We're all going to kill you. You can't fight us forever.
But I don't want to fight anyone.
You've been fighting since you were born. You fought off that brain surgery. You fought off those seizures. You fought off all the drunks and drug addicts. You kept your hope, and now you have to take your hope and go somewhere where other people have hope.
But where is hope? Who has hope?
Son, you're going to find more and more hope the farther and farther you walk away from this sad, sad, sad reservation. The scene shows Junior's inability to express his emotions. He has little peace in himself telling him that he is smart and he can do things. His whole life, people have told him that he can't. When he feels that he can, he is too scared to break out of his shell because he is afraid of how people will react. When he throws the book at Mr. P, he is starting to voice his anger and express his anger towards the life he is living. After Mr. P tells him to leave the res, Junior has a turning point. He knows that he is capable of more and can take control and break free from the societal norms and do what's best for him. Hey, Chief. Hey, Chief, you want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Did you know that Indians are living proof that buffalo? I can't believe you punched me. You're an animal.
Yeah. Meet me right here after school.
Why?
We have to finish this fight.
You're crazy.
Hey, wait.
What do you want?
What are the rules?
What rules?
In this scene, Junior stands up for himself, which he has never done before. Rowdy has always been there for him to fight his fights, but in this incident, he sticks up for himself without the protection from anyone. He decides that no matter the result of a possible fight with Roger, he will not take his racist comments anymore. After this incident, Roger is kind to Junior and shows him some respect. This is a huge in the growth of Junior because he now believes that he is a strong person and that what people say about him doesn't define him. He is worth something, and others start to see it too because he shows that he is something more. The confidence that Junior gets after this incident allows him to do things he would have never imagined doing before or would have been too afraid to do, like try out for Riordan's basketball team.
Alright, we're at the school. Let's get out.
Roger told me he lent you some money.
Yeah, I forgot my wallet.
Arnold,
Yeah,
can I ask you something?
yeah, of course.
Are you poor?
Yeah, I'm poor.
Is your dad really coming to pick you up?
Yeah,
Are you telling me the truth?
no.
How will you get home?
Most nights I just walk home or hitchhike, but someone usually picks me up on the way, and I had to only walk like the whole way a few times.
Arnold, you can't do that. I won't let you do that. Roger will drive you home. He'll be happy to drive you home. Roger,
Yes,
will you drive him home?
of course.
In this scene, Junior is met with a conflict between the life he lives and the life that his friends live. As a result of this, Junior is unable to pay for either his or Penelope's dinner, exposing his true background. Junior pretends to lose his wallet so Roger would pay for his dinner. When confronted about the issue, because Penelope suspects something, Junior admits to being poor because he feels that he has grown close enough to them that he can tell them something he is ashamed of. After opening up to his friends, he says, if you let people into your life, then they can be pretty damn amazing, showing that Junior has never really had this realization that friends are people who help you and care about you, and he is finally becoming comfortable with his place at Riordan. Throughout the novel, The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, Junior constantly searches for himself. Throughout the novel, Junior is faced with different scenarios and events that help him shape him as a person and lead him to the path to find his identity. We discuss what our group believes to be the four most influential events that affected Junior: his father shooting his dog Oscar, Mr. P encouraging him to leave the res, Junior standing up to Roger, and Junior admitting he is poor. All of the events had different effects on Junior that helped him understand who he truly was as a person and what he can do in life. Junior struggles to make friends. Once he enters Riordan, he starts to make friends and go outside of his comfort zone. Once he makes friends, he discovers that there are people he needs in his life, and he decides to trust them and open up. He finds his inner strength and figures out that he can be self-sufficient, and people start paying attention to him because he doesn't have a 24/7 bodyguard.
Throughout the book, Junior faces many changes in his life. He loses his best friend, he moves schools to benefit himself, he loses his family and friends, and learns how to deal with things without them. He needed to learn how to stick up for himself and makes his own decisions. Sherman Alexie makes it very clear that it's very important to find yourself in the world, because if you don't, you will not live a satisfying life, and you will be full of regret.